My name is Farah Jasmine Griffin, and I'm the author of Read Until You Understand: The Profound Wisdom of Black Life and Literature. I first met Nanda of Coriolis when my book was about to be published. She very highly recommended it to me. Nanda read the book, was so engaged, and had such wonderful things to say. And I also felt like she really got the book on the deep level. Nanda is a champion of her authors and a champion of their works. She's smart and she's creative. She'll come up with things and do the work to make things happen for you. I can't imagine having gone through this process without her astute guidance and her championing the project. It's been extraordinary. So if you're looking for a publicist to help you get the word out about the book that you've worked so hard for, I couldn't recommend anyone, not a soul, better for that work than Nanda.
Hi, I'm John Wiener. I spent almost 5 years working on a book on LA in the 60s, and when it finally came out, I wanted help in getting the word out. So I went to work with Nanda. She knows a lot of people who review books, who publish book reviews, who host book events online. I was really impressed. And one thing leads to another. Nanda had a lot of ideas of things she wanted me to do that initially I was a little skeptical about. She said, you should write a quiz. I said, come on, I'm a serious historian. This is, trivial. But the more I thought about it, I thought, I'll try. I did write a quiz and ended up being published in the Los Angeles Times on the op-ed page. Thank you, Nanda. She's also a master of social media. She makes you go to work on Twitter, on Facebook, and she helps you with all of it on Instagram. Not only does she know the posting schedules and ideas and images, she says you got to read the comments. I said, I don't want to read the comments. But it turned out she found in one of the comment threads on one of our Facebook posts, the person who was commenting, I didn't know who it was, but it turned out they were a top editor at Audible. And this led us to getting our audio book. Thank you, Nanda. We really appreciate everything Nanda did for our book, and you might too.
Hey, this is Jody Armour, a USC law professor and author. I turned to the Coriolis Company, and specifically to Nanda, to help me promote a provocative book with an edgy title. Many experts in the publishing industry shied away from both the book and its title because they thought it was too racy and too hard-hitting. But Nanda welcomed the challenge, rose to the occasion, and made it the #1 new release in 3 different categories and helped it make the list of the best books of 2020 for the Kirkus Reviews. If you want to maximize the chances that your book will get read and recognized, go with Nanda.
My name is Dr. Aubrey Hendricks, and I'd like to share a few words about Nanda Dessou and Coriolis. I've worked with Nanda on my book, Christians Against Christianity, and I must say, her work is just extraordinary. She is a gem. Apart from being a very just wonderful person, they do such great work, such great social media work, such great creative work. She gave me such important suggestions and guidance. She's really a fount of information and expertise in the industry. So I can't recommend her any more highly. Anyone who's considering working with Coriolis, do yourself a favor and say yes.
My name is Ashanti Anderson, and I'm the author of the poetry chapbook, Black Under. I believe I have the honor of being Nanda's first chapbook client, and marketing a poetry chapbook can be extremely challenging. But if you ask me, Nanda knocked it out of the park, okay? I stayed booked and busy, and people all around the world are talking about my book, like seriously. UK, Australia, like everywhere. And it's thanks to Nanda and to Coriolis.
Hello, I'm Tara Green, and I am very happy to be able to have this opportunity to thank Nanda for the work that she and her company have done to promote my 2 books, See Me Naked, Black Women During the Interwar Era, and Love, Activism, and the Respectable Life of Alice Dunbar Nelson. Because of the work that she did to get the word out just a month before the Alice Dunbar Nelson book was published, Nanda started immediately. In the relatively short time, about 5 to 6 months that I worked with her, within 1 month of that time, the book Love, Activism, and the Respectable Life of Alice Dunbar Nelson went into a second printing. And that is most certainly because of the exposure that was generated by the work that she did. So thank you very much, and I recommend her. You could not go wrong with Nanda.
Hello, my name is Albert Latuca, and I'm chairman of the board and CEO of the Los Angeles Review of Books. Nanda is highly intelligent, thoughtful, creative, organized, responsible, reliable, a good collaborator, and always on top of the business at hand. She's been very effective in every way, from her strategic thinking to her tactical plans to implementation. We would recommend her highly to anyone in need of book marketing, branding, publicity, and the like.
One of the best career decisions I've ever made is investing in myself by investing in PR support. My name is Dakota Irby. I'm a creator, activist, musician, educator, and author of several books, including Stuck Improving, Racial Equity in School Leadership, Dignity Affirming Education, and a children's picture book, Magical Black Tears, a protest story. You can learn about my books and much more at my website, dakotairby.com, which exists because of my friends and supporters at Coriolis Company. I started working with Nanda in January 2022, and I've been pleased beyond measure with all that I've accomplished and everything that I've learned under her expert guidance and support. When people ask me what I've gained from working with Nanda, here's some of the things that I say. My book sales are great. Stuck Improving was published by Harvard Education Press in 2021, and in 9 months achieved a second print run. Because of Coriolis, I'm well on the way to achieving the impact and influence I've always wanted my writing to have. Do yourself a favor. Invest in yourself by working with Nanda and her team at Coriolis Company.
Hi there, this is Scott Finns, and I'm an aspiring comedy writer. I'm starting my career as a writer, and I wrote my first little book. I contacted Coriolis and to need them, because I need some help, and they were really good, especially Nanda. If you're wanting to self-publish a book and you're like me, all you want is to write the book and get to be famous and sign autographs, it's best that you know where you are going, what you are doing, and having some serious help from someone who is a professional can help. So go and see them, talk to Nanda, and enjoy.
I'm Ed Cohen. I'm a professor of women's gender and sexuality studies at Rutgers University. I'm the author most recently of On Learning to Heal, or What Medicine Doesn't Know. And I also am a psychoguide. I have a therapeutic practice for people with chronic and life-threatening illnesses called Healing Counsel, which is also part of this book project. And I'm currently working with Nanda Dessou at Coriolis Company to try to get my work out in the world. Nanda has really been helping me to understand that there's a much bigger world that is interested in the kinds of thoughts and books and ideas that we want to deliver out into the world. And she's been really teaching me a lot about the different possibilities for doing that. And she has a great team of people who have wonderful media skills. It's super fun. They're a great group of people, and I can't recommend them more highly. So if you're trying to get out in the world, try Coriolis Company.
My name is Shonda Buchanan, and I'm the author of Black Indian and Who's Afraid of Black Indians, and several other books. Hiring Coriolis was the best decision I ever made because of the thoughtful and strategic plan for publicity after my book's publication, which also encouraged a new batch of sales and reviews on Goodreads and Amazon. One of the other things that Coriolis did was redesign my website into a cohesive, informative, interactive publicity tool that both highlights and shows people how to buy my books, how to book me to speak at schools and universities and colleges, and also how to get information about my literary and performance work. So I'm just incredibly grateful to Coriolis for the publicity, the work. I'm very grateful to count Nanda as a friend, to count Coriolis as one of the most important partners to helping me promote my book, Black Indian, as well as my other books. So what are you waiting for? You should really hire Coriolis to help you publicize your book, and then you'll have your own story to tell.
Nanda and Julie came to speak to my writing group, and I highly recommend them to any group of writers or individual writers looking to learn about self-publishing. The Coriolis team is knowledgeable and able to answer all questions in a fun, upbeat, helpful way. I hope they come back to our group again soon.
Hello, I'm J.L. Torres, winner of the Tomas Rivera Book Prize. I was fortunate to have Nanda Dessou of Coriolis assigned as my publicist, and that change has been dramatic. Nanda is a consummate professional. She helped me develop a social media presence I never had before. She has done everything possible to make sure migrations reach the people that needed to read it. She has scheduled numerous podcasts and contacted various reviewers and media outlets. At every turn, she was there to answer any questions and offer valuable advice. Nanda is a genuine, fierce advocate for writers and their work. With her help, I feel confident that this new book will get the support it needs to reach and grow an audience. So if you're looking for a publicist, check out Nanda Dessou of Coriolis. You will be pleased, I'm sure, that you did.